And good afternoon, guys. This is Yvette with Inspirational Creations out of San Benito, Texas, and it is about 1:10 in the afternoon. So what I am going to be doing today is teaching you how to hold the hook, hold the crochet hook. Again, this tutorial is for beginners, and I am trying my best to upload video tutorials that will teach you the crochet basics as to how to crochet. Yesterday, which was about 21 hours ago, I uploaded a video tutorial that will teach you the anatomy of a crochet hook. That is one of the crochet basics. And the next crochet basics that I would like to share with you guys are the materials that are needed for the beginners, and how to hold the hook, and how to make a slip knot, which that is also recorded on a separate video tutorial. But these are the basics for crocheting. You need to know the anatomy of a crochet hook, what are the materials that you need, how to hold the hook, making a slip knot, how to hold the yarn. Then once you get past these important basics, then you can go on to the basic stitches, which will be the single crochet stitch, the half double crochet stitch, the double crochet stitch, and the treble crochet stitch. I have already uploaded a tutorial, and well, you know what? I thought there were two, but there's two of the foundation chain. We have to also learn how to make a foundation chain. That is very, very important. So it's actually how to slip knot, and then there's the foundation chain, and then we can go on to the single crochet. I have already a video that's titled Crochet a Single Crochet for Beginners, and then there's the Crochet a Foundation Chain for Beginners. I believe there are two tutorials. I accidentally uploaded a second video titled Crochet a Foundation Chain for Beginners. So if you are learning to crochet, or you are just a beginner, go to my channel, and if you can, please subscribe to my channel, so that way you can, follow me as I teach you how to crochet. So the first video that I suggest for you to take a look at is the Crochet Basics for Beginners, which is the anatomy of a crochet hook. Then you will go to the video tutorial that is titled Crochet Slip Knot for Beginners, and then you want to go to the next video that's titled Crochet a Foundation Chain for Beginners. Then you will go to the Crochet a Single Crochet for Beginners and whatnot. Okay, so after this tutorial, I will be recording another video tutorial, and it will be titled Crochet a Half Double Crochet for Beginners. So this video tutorial is, I'm just going to briefly again share with you the 5 different sections of the anatomy of a crochet hook. It is, of course, section 1, the hook, which is the hook right here. This is the hook right here. And the hook is used to catch the yarn or thread and pull it through other loops. Then you have, let me get some light in here. We need some light. I don't know if y'all can see, because on my end it looks different. Okay, so this is right here. This part here is the section B, which is the throat. It is shaped section. This shaped section is what guides the yarn or thread up onto the working area, which is section C right here, the working area. This is where all the stitches are worked. Then you have the section D, which is finger hold, called the finger hold. It has this indented section for gripping the hook with your thumb, your index finger, or your third finger. Then you have section E, which is the handle. This is the handle right here, okay? This is the part that rests under remaining fingers or lays over your hand. So again, this is just the anatomy of a crochet hook. I'm just briefly sharing the sections with you, but go to my tutorial titled Crochet Basics for Beginners, Anatomy of a Crochet Hook, and you will get familiar with the sections of a crochet hook. And the materials needed for beginners, to learn the basics of crochets, that you will need an aluminum crochet hook. So I suggest, since you're barely learning, to use an aluminum crochet hook. I use the crochet hooks that have, of course, the rubber casing, which is more, I don't know, I just like it. It's very comfortable for me to grip, and if you think you can use it, then go ahead and go buy yourself a little kit of all the basic hooks. Okay, so anyhow, just get yourself some aluminum crochet hooks, and what you need is an H hook. Buy yourself an H hook, okay, the 5mm hook, and you need a skein of worsted weight yarn or a ball. Of course, they are in skeins, but I unravel and I just weave it into a little ball. I just find it easier, and what I do is I take the little ball of yarn and I will place it into a gallon size or a trash bag, a plastic grocery trash bag, and seal it, and I just let it drop to the floor, and I just pull as I'm kneading. I pull, and I like that because it keeps the yarn in one place. It keeps it from untangling. At the same time, it doesn't get dirty or anything like that. Okay, so that's what you need, and I prefer, and it is preferably said to use light or bright color yarn so that your stitches will be easier to see. I've learned and I've discovered that dark colors while you're learning to crochet is not a good thing, because you will not be able to see your stitches. You will not be able to find them. You will not be able to find that it's not going to be easy to use your stitches. Okay, so holding the hook, guys, is there are two methods. Okay, you've got the method one, and that is holding your hook as if you would hold a pencil, and I believe I've shared this on some of my tutorials. This is method one. You would hold your hook as if you were holding a pencil, with the hook on top of your hand right here. Okay, see, so it's like if you're writing. There are many crocheters that use this method. I cannot use it. I'm being honest. I've tried, I just can't use it. So there's another method. The other method is grasping the hook with your fingers resting over it, such as this way. This is my way. This is the method that I use. Okay, using this method, you're just grasping the hook with your fingers resting over it. Okay, it's kind of similar to the way you might hold a mixing spoon. All right, and then of course the other crochet basic is making a slip knot. The slip knot is very important as well, but I have a separate video tutorial for that. And how to hold your yarn. Well, I hold my yarn. What I do is I loop the working yarn over my index finger, such as this way. This is my index finger. But of course, you got to make a slip knot first. So let me make a slip knot. So if I was going to begin crocheting a foundation chain, I take the working yarn. The working yarn is what is connected to your skein or your ball of yarn. Okay, this is the working yarn. Here's your little slip knot, and this is the working loop. So what I do is I loop the working yarn over my index finger, okay, and I hold it loosely across the palm of my hand with my last two fingers, grasping the slip knot with my thumb and my middle finger, like so. So as you can see, here's the working yarn. I loop it over my index finger, and I hold it loosely across the palm, right here. Hold it loosely across the palm, okay, right here, with my last two fingers, which are these actually right here. Okay, then of course I will grasp the slip knot with my thumb and my middle finger, and so that way I can crochet. Okay, So just zoom in a little bit here. So that's what I'm doing. I'm grasping the slip knot with my thumb and my middle finger right here, and I'm resting, or I'm yarning over my index finger. This is the working yarn, and the working yarn is loosely across the palm of my hand with the last two fingers. Right here, the last two fingers pretty much hold it in place there, but you gotta not do it too tight. And then that way you can yarn over the hook and you can draw or pull up a loop, like so. Yarn over the hook and pull up a loop. Yarn over the hook and pull up the loop. Okay, so I just want you to keep in mind that you do not have to limit yourself to this particular way of holding the yarn. If you later find that holding the yarn in a different way is easier for you, then yeah, feel free to do it your way. Every crocheter has his or her way of holding their yarn. So you just want to keep that in mind, okay? But just know that it is very important to remember that you want to allow the yarn to move smoothly, okay, and evenly through your fingers without even letting it become stretched and taut. So it doesn't really matter how you hold your yarn, just remember that you want to allow the yarn to move smoothly and evenly through your fingers, okay? So like I said, how I showed you, sorry about that, the way I showed you how I hold my yarn, it's how I like to hold it, okay? All I do is I just yarn over my index finger and loosely, okay, loosely hold it. The working yarn, I usually hold it across the palm of my hand with my last two fingers, kind of like the last two fingers. I just hold it with the last two fingers, yarn over my index finger, take my thumb and my middle finger, and I just kind of grasp the slip knot right here so that I can crochet. So just keeping in mind that you just want the yarn to smoothly and evenly go through your fingers. You see, you can see it moving. Of course, I start moving my thumb and my middle finger up here. I cannot hold it here, continue chaining. I have to kind of go up a little bit. But I just want you to see right here, you can see this, the working yarn, how it's moving smoothly and evenly through my fingers. Look, watch. You're gonna see it. You see that? It's moving. So I just gotta pull some more yarn. Like that. That's what you want. Okay? So once you understand, once you learn and understand the anatomy of a crochet hook, what are the materials that you need, how to hold your hook, making a slip knot, how to hold your yarn, then we can go on to the next crochet basics, which is learning to make a foundation chain, how to make your single crochet, how to make your half double crochet, how to make your double crochet and your treble crochet. Those are the basic stitches to crocheting. And then I will teach you some other stitches. There's a lot of other stitches that I can teach you guys, but for now this is what I'm teaching you. So again, guys, I hope that this tutorial will help you guys understand the basics, you know, to crocheting, the crochet basics. Okay, so don't forget, understand the anatomy of a crochet hook. What are the materials that you need? Of course, the main materials that I always have here on hand and at reach when I'm going to crochet is my scissors, my crochet hook, my measuring tape, stitch marker, a tapestry needle, and of course I didn't say, my ball of yarn. Sometimes I'll have straight pins. Sometimes you might need more than one stitch marker. And you'll find out that you're going to get better and better, and you're going to learn to crochet. So I will see you guys here on my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel if you want to continue learning with me. And let's have some fun, guys. And you guys have a great day, okay? Bye-bye.